French president and now presidential candidate Emmanuel Macron is addressing journalists this Thursday. He has been revealing, his manifesto at a campaign event this afternoon. The 44-year-old delayed declaring his bid for a second term until the last possible moment. Polls suggest he is way ahead of his rivals and will easily qualify for the second round of voting on April 24th. France 24's Marc Perelman joins us now on the set. Marc, good to have you with us. You've been listening to this very long press conference. What are some of the main takeaways?
Well, clearly, the president wanted to explain. This was very lengthy and detailed, and we don't have time to present all this. But clearly, he said he wanted to have an ambition for France, that this should not be a France of nostalgia. And this was clearly an attack against the far-right leaders, especially Éric Zemmour, the former pundit, who says he wants to revive the old France. Macron says, I want to change France. And so he gave a few indications of where he wants to go. He says he wants to spend more on defense because he insisted that there is the issue of sovereignty, of independence, both because of the pandemic, but also the war in Ukraine. And he said that this means independence for security, for the military, for energy, and many other issues. And so he said that he had very clear ambitions to lower taxes and especially really to lower unemployment to essentially nothing within the next 5 years. And so this is a very ambitious target, of course, that the French president has. He also said that he wants to insist on two key issues that he thinks have not been properly addressed, including by himself: education and health. And he said we really need to not only to invest more, but to revamp, to rethink the whole system of French education, of the French health system. He's now, as we speak, responding to questions from journalists. But in addition to what he says is the way he has presented this. The president has been virtually absent from the campaign trail. Before, because there was the pandemic, now because of the war in Ukraine. He's in between phone calls with Vladimir Putin, with Joe Biden, and so he barely has time to campaign. This has led to bitter criticism from the opposition. Says Emmanuel Macron pretends he doesn't have time, but he doesn't want to debate with us. And today, the fact that he's addressing journalists and that he's not debating with other candidates or he's not speaking to militants is an illustration of that. According to the opposition, there'll be probably very few occasions to debate because the first round of the presidential election, is April 10th. This is only 3 weeks or so away.
3 very short weeks. French 24's Marc Perelman, our expert